All right, good morning, everybody. So second ever blog post on Southwest Active. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the first one. I never really know what to do with my hands when I do these things, but hopefully you get some value out of these. So tomorrow's workout, or well, today if you're watching this, will be Thursday, July 5th. Essentially what you guys have noticed the last 3 weeks is we're doing deadlifts every week, and then we're doing running, rowing, and biking. So the workout will be posted, but you're essentially doing sets of 6 this week on deadlift. Essentially the goal with this is to build up. We started at 8, we did 7 last week, now we're at 6. The goal here is just essentially just building volume in your deadlifts and repetitions in your deadlifts so they're higher, which limits you in terms of the max loading. Just because if you go really heavy for 6 to 8 reps, your technique is going to break down. But you can get stronger this way, but you can also build volume and repetitions is what I call it. So if you're building good mechanics with the higher repetitions, essentially you just build safety, muscle mass in your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. And if you think about how many times a week we bend over, we are hinging at the hips, we're picking things off the floor just in the gym alone, this is essentially like a safety mechanism and a preventative prehab to ensure safety. So that's why we deadlift all the time, every week, all year. And we're not necessarily maxing it out, just because there's no need to. And you guys have been here a while now, so you guys are getting pretty good at deadlifting off the floor. So that's essentially the goal with it. Doesn't mean you don't challenge yourself. You definitely push yourself on these. Now the last part, and the workout's only A and B today, and B is essentially a 5-rounder of aerobic work. You're going to start out with a 400-meter run, but I put this at 75%. So what I actually want you to do is make the 400-meter run easy pace, not 85 to 90, something sustainable, okay? Something that is actually really easy so that when you get in the door, the reason why I did this is when you get inside the gym, you have to jump right on the rower. And now I want you to turn the pace on a little bit. There's no transition, there's no rest. It's just right to the rower. I want you to row that as hard as you can at an 85 to 90% sustainability, but I think some of us are guilty of taking that 85 to 90% and going a little too slow. 85 to 90% shouldn't be conversation pace. Yes, it should burn your legs, but you have to, it's high effort stuff, so I always think about it as high effort. You could probably forget about the 85 to 90, and you could think about high effort, but something I can sustain my pace through for 400 meters. So if I start out at a 145 per 500, if I'm a male, I should be able to hold that for the 400 meters. Not start out at 145 and then by the end, I'm doing 156 to finish. That means you went too fast. Maybe a pace for that guy would have been 149 or 150 for the whole 400. You guys are gonna get really good at this, okay? And then right from the rower to the bike. 15 cals for the girls and 20 cals for the males. Exact same goal, okay? Hard effort. So now the 400-meter run probably tired you out a bit, but not too much, and it shouldn't. That means if it did, you went too fast. 400-meter row is going to start tiring you out, but you should still feel pretty good. And the bike should be kind of everything you have left in the tank, just because you're probably working on already 4 minutes of work, roughly. And so you want to push that for 15 or 20 cals, and then you get to rest 3 minutes. Okay, so you rest 3 minutes because the way I look at it, it's probably about 4.5-minute sets, 5-minute sets for some of you. Maybe some of you it's longer, but that's okay. You're not working hard for 5 to 6 minutes. You're only working hard on the rower and the bike. Okay. The goal with this stuff is to show sustainability. So if your first set's 3 or 4 minutes, I want your second set to be around there. I want your third set to be around there. And honestly, a good goal is 5th set, because you're so tired, is to hang on and see if you can go a little quicker. The whole point of this stuff, and we do this stuff all year, is to essentially build your capacity and your breathing mechanics, right? This type of aerobic work helps you sustain much different aerobic work when we do burpees, wall balls, box jumps, kettlebell swings, dumbbell snatches. This creates your base from here to here, which helps you support all the other stuff, okay? So this is the most valuable, important stuff anybody could do. The older we get, the less we can get strong, but we can still continue to get enduring at this type of stuff. So I want you to think about that and switch your mindset of from, man, this sucks, I hate running, it's so hard, to I can always improve it, that there's always different ways I can improve. My stroke rate on the row, my breathing mechanics on the run, the way I push myself on the air bike, the way I mentally push myself on the air bike. Remember, a lot of the way we perform on this stuff has to do with our attitude and our approach to it. If we're negative when we get to the air bike and the row and the run, you're gonna go slower, and now you're already hindering your performance. So have your mindset in a positive mindset where you're telling yourself, this is what my goal is, I'm gonna attack it, I'm gonna give my best effort, I'm gonna sustain, I'm gonna move on. All right? See you guys tomorrow, or today, Thursday, July 5th. Have a good one. Bye.